Hello Cobras and welcome back to Earthbound. After a while, I'm TryclydeTamer. Now to enter this doorway with a new headphone set compared to my makeshift low-grade Panasonic headphones with my broken Turtle Beach earmuffs added back on. We are going to be fighting things. Level 51, Paula is getting PK Shield Beta. It's an awesome thing, so it's even better for shielding stuff. Someone must have stepped on a switch. It doesn't even look like anybody's in the range of it. Sounds like something up above is moving. Oh, creepy stuff. In this casket is the rain pendant, the item that I was alluding to for Paula, but you guys probably don't remember after me not uploading for a week. What the switch did was made the sarcophagus move out of the way, so we go down here and then there's this mysterious thing going on. There was something on the platform. Do you want to get it? Yes, I do. And we're getting it. The Hawkeye. Getting to the top of the stairs and entering this next room. Here's an enemy the other way, and behind the casket, there's a magic butterfly that got trapped in there, and there's also an awesome item that I'll be getting. Got everybody set with HP right now. Ta-da! And this casket is the diamond band thing that I said I'd put on Paula, and I will. Drop down the hole after filling up and fight some things. After getting through all that malarkey, we're outside now. Well done. You have made it. And he fills us back up, so we don't need to worry about healing up too much. We finally meet Prince Pooh, even though we've met briefly before. The stars foretold that I would meet you here, so now is the time to show you the way of the star storm. For a while, you must live far away from your friends and live with me. Do you understand? There's only one answer. It must stop you here, even if you don't want to. Stay with me for a while, do you understand? It is important that I study and learn the star storm. It'll be most helpful to us. Once I learn it, I'll meet up with you, Ness. Trust me, I will see you again. Depends on Pooh's efforts. That will determine the reuniting of the group. Be faithful and wait until the time comes. And away they go to learn some star stormy powers. I'm not sure if it was a dungeon man, but there's a strange looking tower to the northwest. This key I picked up a little while ago shall maybe open the tower. You may have it, I do not need it. So we're getting the key to the tower and Paula's stuff. And I'm gonna sell some stuff to this guy. And also there's some good things to buy. The French fry pan for Paula and the crusher beam for Jeff. And we also have multi-bottle rockets, which are a step up from big bottle rockets, and they can do a little bit of damage. Just saying. Okay, I believe this is our first instance of an Octobot. Freeze is always good on robotic enemies, and here's the high-class UFOs as well. We got a Kraken soup. I believe it's one of those items that can fully revive you and stuff like that. Well, I thought fully revive as in like reviving from unconsciousness, but it does recover full HP, but only 6 HP for Pooh. And this seems to be the Dungeon Man thing. So, let's use this key to the tower. Why not key to the Dungeon Man? Keyboard to open the door, you may enter. Okay, let's go in the thing. Awesome stuff. Awesome music this place has, and some enemies from a long time ago, even though it wasn't too long ago, but they can still do a little bit of damage. Welcome, you're inside of my body, Brick Road. That's a common thing at this place. Inside of Dungeon Man, there's a lot of signs for you to read that has some snarky comments. I'll be using a little strategy of cutting out reading the actual sign and then just saying it as I walk along. Statistics show that 70% of people go to the right first, so it's going to make you use reverse psychology and go to the left. Where inside here's a whole hospital kind of thing, deal-ego going on. Here's an ATM for you, a phone that you have to pay $1 for, and this right here, a bench is like checking into a hotel and dungeon owner's obligation to hire a doctor and a nurse. I don't think it works that way for most video game dungeons. Good night, bench. May you relax and cover your health and spirits. Keep this board in mind. Even though you can't get up there now, you might be able to later. Your first goal is to reach the 4 ropes, and there's a present down at the end here, but I'm gonna rest up again because why not? You have a long way to go, so some rest and relaxation may be good for you. That's what the sign up there said. Here's some Malakia soup that recovers some HP. Place an item at the end of the dead road. Feel free to take it whenever you want. Once a dungeon is built, monsters always start moving in, because that's the way of life for Dungeon Man and other dungeons in and of themselves. This item is $5, woo! Items that are easy to get usually are disappointing indeed, but this one's a little bit more treacherous because you have to walk a little bit away, and it's a treacherous item itself, a snake that I don't plan to use, so I might as well just drop it because from this point on in the game, money is like no issue to you. Okay, got a couple more signs there. And this is a super plush bear now, that's good. Those two signs bunched together were like, don't be a slacker, and the one on the right was like, I agree with the one on the left. I built a bulletin board without a message, and these will all be like, this way to a place, but the way we want to go is this third rope right here. Oh wow, there's actually a Dolly's clock appearing. Awesome. Except not awesome because they're deadly enemies. Second floor of my body, and what is a dungeon? That is the eternal question. Inside the dungeon, flash photography is prohibited. That's the hole down below, you don't have to worry about this for now. Item is $10. The broken bazooka was fixed and became the heavy bazooka, so that's a good method of attacking. We are standing right around his belly button and he pulled out a bulletin board that was considerably unnecessary. This music is one of my greatest accomplishments. Was it made when he was in the toilet, or just like in a bustling, busy place with a bunch of metal clanging sounds or something, and items? Pizza, sudden gut spill, and PSI caramel, but there's too much stuff on everybody. And now we plop out this way, and we're back at the entrance, so let's get out of here. And he says he's gonna join us, and therefore he shall. And we're getting red swirls somehow. Yeah. This music. Yeah. And it seems that he can't get past here. Oh no, I am getting caught in the palm trees. I cannot move. Well, if I cannot move, it is okay. And it makes me sad, but I must say goodbye here at my eternal resting place. Even though you can just squash the trees to death and everything. Who are you? A scary place called Deep Darkness is on the other side of the river. The monsters are very strong and you can lose your health just by wandering in the swamp. Do you want to cross the river even though you know it's a stupid idea? Yes, of course. The swamp is bottomless. Even if you're swimming, you'll be dragged in. There's a different story if you have a submarine. You may briefly remember something kinda like that. A submarine? I believe that I have one in my old vehicle collection. Please enter. Yeah, that unreachable area that we can reach now that the problem has arisen. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call Escargot Express and free up some stuff. I'm just gonna be storing some key items. Cup of life noodles by the ropes. Back to Brick Road, there's an old submarine at the back of the dungeon. It can be used to cross the river. There's a goodbye exit over there. We'll take you to the submarine. Don't take a mistake on which exit you take. You need to take the goodbye exit, not the exit. So, we're gonna need to go farther than the thing exit. Awesome. That's the goodbye exit right here. It was initially blocked off by the sign itself. The sign moved on its own. Maybe he had bowel movement that we didn't know about. At least I didn't notice any, unless things happened with the music. Talisman ribbon, I will put that onto Paula. I mean, who else? Why, Jeff, of course. I set up a telephone line in the dungeon. What if that's controversial? I don't know, it really gets you wondering. Yeah, here's just the display of stuff. A working instant revitalizing device and the submarine we're looking for. Let me use this first. And now we go to the submarine. Check. Jeff checked the broken submarine. Yes, it can still work. Awesome stuff. And then we fade to blackness. Ness and his friends carried out the submarine that Jeff fixed. Why can Dungeon Man just reach inside himself? Maybe because he's a man, but a giant dungeon. And yeah, we get the Who music, except for not quite as long as other things, because it's not too far to get to Deep Darkness. We're just going diagonally. I guess that's the straight shot to Deep Darkness or something, unless we even out and start flipping our direction into stuff. Yeah, it doesn't take too long, because we went from the purple water to the blue water, so you think the place would be safe, but nah, it ain't. Rhyming-ish. And I see a famale monkey, and a melee monkey. No, it's just male. Female is famale. You have to be awesome with stuff. And this toucan bird is your telephone for this place. Monkeys run the end of the forest. You can stay here for free. Don't spend the night. Ah, sure. Hello, it's your dad. After getting out of a call with me, I thought I should call you back on the receiver phone just to say that you've been out there for a long time now. Okay, into the water and we start taking damage. I forgot to commentate because I like to start commentating at efficient times and start being efficient with everything. Oh my gosh, shush, don't talk too loud, I've got what you need. I'm gonna buy Jeff some multi-bottle rockets. Ah, yes, because they're super strong. I'm gonna fill them up with just 2 because 2 should be enough. Okay, I've had enough of that guy. Don't really talk to that monkey. You pretty much have to teach him how to use PK Teleport, and then after it, he'll give you Monkey's Love, which is an item I didn't use for practice, and I did finish practicing the game. Hi, how are you? I'm not a bad guy. I came from one of the world's largest economic powers to the small rural village that doesn't even seem like much of a village in itself. Businessman came very far. He's a very tough businessman. He's a representative of the doctor over there, and it's apparently like illegal to talk to him. I want to buy stuff. Needless to say, here's how we do the shopping stuff and diamond bands that I'm gonna buy for Ness and Jeff. Charm coin isn't as good as other things, and I don't need any of this other stuff. Okay, things are said and done. We're gonna be taking some damage on the swamp water. I like to take a shorter pass. Don't get what's in that because it's just a banana. And let's check out the enemies we have here at this place of deep darkness. Zappia, which likes to do some, thunder attacks, and even slime your little pile. Ooh. And I believe these are weak to freeze, as always. And I'll be attacking that with that. And yeah, stuff is things, and things are stuff, and awesome, and not hitting anyone. 131 the damage. Paula, I put the Franklin badge on Paula in practice, which I should probably do here. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, let's use the Hawkeye right here. I think it's just a single-use item. Yeah, it does go away. Do not use that thing. It's an ATM, but it does like some kind of weird thing where it charges your account as well, so you'd essentially be withdrawing or depositing double. Yay, dry land where we can actually move at a normal speed. Now we're a little slower in this blue water. If only I had some deluxe waters on me. Try to cut the path so that I have to go through the least amount of swamp water to get myself down here before taking another thing of damage. It's not like I care anyway. Paula's getting a little low, but I can just life up her whenever. And I believe there's something relatively worthwhile in here. I'm saying relatively so much as just beef jerky. I'll use it on Paula. So I did, and we got, a revamped enemy. The hostile Elder Oak. It's one of these enemies that likes to explode, just like the territorial oak, and it being only one enemy isn't too bad of a thing, so I'm just gonna wail on it until I kill it, and then just like mash it until I get out of the battle without taking too much damage. Mission accomplished after getting a picture. Queek! Village 10 does comes nobody farts because Queek, one of those weird minor birds that says things that other things say. Get out of the water this way. Oh, here's the helicopter. It's completely broken, and I thought I could fix it, but on re-examination, I noticed that there's no engine. Well, make your engine with your glasses or something. I don't know. We got some pit bull slugs, so that's kind of intimidating, but they're still slugs, so I find it ironic and morbid that the slugs gave me a salt packet. Couple life noodles, awesome. Hey, that's a better item. If I still had the rock candy, I could have used it and took advantage of it, even though I think that jar of deli sauce and sugar packets are the best items to use with rock candies, and I don't think I have it anymore because I use it up, but there actually is one coming up not too far in the deep darkness area. I think it might be like right here in this little walking space. I'll just walk this. Actually, I think that's where we need to go, so I'm going to come down this way, and here's this enemy. I have no idea how long this episode's going to be, but, well, it's the first one I've uploaded in a while after my trip to South Carolina. I always want to use freeze because I think freeze is super effective, but fire is always better to use on things such as this demonic petunia. I think it can poison you, so that's the main thing. Extinguishing blast. Mortal damage. Okay, so there's another Venusaur, or rather Vileplume. Souvenir coin. Level 54, I believe, is when Paula gets defense down Omega. What's this? A master belt walking around as a normal enemy. It's actually a big pile of puke, which is essentially master belt. But I like to be doing things. There's Freeze Omega, which is good, but I'll just go with Gamma. The only big difference is that you don't need to use the jar of fly honey. There's one more set of enemies that we can find around here, usually in this area. Okay, here's the final set of new enemies, if there's gonna be the different ones. Yeah, there's the manly fish's brother and the manly fish. I think the manly fish's brother is weak to freeze, while the manly fish is weak to fire, or it could be vice versa. I mean, they're fish, so it would kind of make sense to like freeze up the fish and let it starve to death from not being able to move, and then just fillet its face. There's the other rock candy right there, and the thing about the manly fish's brother is that it can use Life Up Omega, which will revive its fallen partner. And what? A red master belt? You may have forgotten, but burp! I'm the return of Belt! I fought you before, so actually you are Belt. P.U. Don't you remember my Ryboter? Belt has trained more and has returned much stronger. Burp! Belt has also changed his name to Puke. Barf, vomit, barf, bark, chuck, chuck, drown to death, and puke. Don't you think that's an incredibly masculine taunt to throw out at you? He rhymed, and he always, like, drags on his things. And the only thing we need to not worry about is not having to use the jar of fly honey here. My dog is barking. My dog was barking because a neighbor came around. I'm using some PK Freeze Omega because that stuff is powerful. Actually, I don't even need to do all this too much powerful stuff because we got multi-bottle rockets, bro. Now let's just give a little quick idea of what Freeze Omega is like. 257 damage. Then Jeff is firing the multi-bottle rocket. 2430 damage. Suddenly, poop, swoop down from the sky. Who uses new power? PK Starstorm. Starstorm Alpha. A lot of stuff going on. I didn't even get to do the rock candy thing. I don't think it would have duplicated it anyway, and I don't want to do some duplication anyway to not break this game. Yeah. And from it, you get the KC Bat. And the thing that is pure awesomeness about it is that it has a lot of power, but it only hits like 25% of the time. So what you could do is just equip it and get some easy green swirl kills, but if you're going to be actually going into the battle, I wouldn't recommend using it. We now have Pooh back into the party. I'm going to go back to safety and end off the episode here. Actually, I'm not going to go use safety because I can just do some save stating stuff with creating restore point, and here's the weirdest place to end off an episode. Until next time on Let's Play Earthbound, where we continue in deep darkness and reach a place. Do not touch yourself.